this man were very, very, I suppose for a man in physique, not tall, would be about 5'2", 5'3", stockily built, very strong forearms, no hair here, but a lot of hair, length, stinking. I get the cotton smell, but I also get leather smell for some reason. And you won't believe this, but I'm also getting sheep. I don't know why I'm getting sheep with bales of this cotton, but I'm getting mixed residual energies coming in and then coming back out at me. And, oh no, okay. There was another who walks the building, thank you, Sam, who knows the truth behind this slaughter, this innocent slaughter. And they've said, or Sam has just mentioned, as we walk into the areas, this man's energies will be there and he will do his best to give me those mental images and whatever can be said, because there's also this other spirit man who visits.
Both the crew and members of staff were distressed to hear the story of James's violent death. Ordsall Hall was starting to take on a more sinister character, and we were all unnerved by the possibility that some form of spirit entity might try and contact us tonight. Little did we know that our worst fears would soon be confirmed.
Do you want us to help you?
Richard.
Oh, shit.
Our investigation at Ordsall Hall in Salford had provided us with some very surprising evidence. Derek has indicated the presence of spirits from the Radcliffe family, particularly the regal but tragic figure of Margaret. But more worryingly, he has suggested that in early 1700s, a young boy called James was murdered here and buried beneath the kitchen floor. As we moved through the building, I was anxious for Derek to try and reveal more about who he thought was involved in this hideous crime.
Is there any particular spirit that walks in this area?
There's a number of them, Ivy.
But is there any grounded here that walk in this particular area?
We've got one that hasn't even been mentioned, okay, that is grounded here.
Right.
His attitude, I mentioned earlier on, there's a man to be talked about. And since we've come up here, can we go into that atmosphere there?
Yeah.
Just for a short space, because I feel as if we're drawn in here as well. And I don't feel the soul, when he was here in the physical body, was a very temperate sort of soul. In actual fact, very agitated, very non-disciplined of mind, and a person that could lose control and get very, very angry and woe-betide anyone that was around when he did. And I feel that residual energy of thought still here with this person.
Who was that person?
Who was that, Sam? Richard. Thank you, bless you.
Richard who?
Richard who? Richard Allsop. Richard, it sounds like Allsop. Richard Allsop.
And when was he here? What period of time?
When was he here, please? Bless. Thank you, try. Come on, please, keep going. 1764.
1764.
1764.
Do we know what he did, what his connection was with the property?
What was he, Sam? What was he with the property? He had strong ownership. I feel when he passed to the world of spirit, meaning leaving this physical body, I feel there were a lot of things that were playing on the soul's mind, and when he actually left the physical body, he, like in his thoughts, I feel it's like unfinished business. And I feel there's also a strong connection with, before he actually left his physical body, I know now that Sam said, moved as a person whose knowledge of the child.
And this is he?
No. Sorry, forgive me. forgive me, he is the one that left his physical body, so-called gone to death, knowing the truth behind who slaughtered the little boy.
Yes.
And I feel it was a person. It's like, explain it to me a bit more, Sam. When Richard Alsop took over this building, he had it passed to him, told to him about this physical death.
Have you got a strong link with Sam about this,
I can
Richard?
hear him.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is there any chance, you know, for additional verification you can find out, for example, who the previous owner was, who told Richard this information?
Okay, who was the previous owner, please? Thank you. John Stock. John Stock. And a discussion must have been said to him through these two. And he must have promised him not to bring this revelation out.
So although Derek has been unable to identify James's murderer, he has uncovered what he believes to be a conspiracy of silence between two previous owners. It seemed like a good time to proceed with the night vigils, and it was Stuart who bravely volunteered to investigate the storage room at the top of the building.
Right, here I am on my own in one of the halls upstairs. I'm not actually sure of the name of this particular hall that I'm stood in now. All that I do know is that other members of the crew have actually gone away and doing vigils now. They're nowhere near me, so I can't hear them and they can't hear me. So there has been sightings and there has been smells. People have smelt things like rotting flesh, or they've smelt like perfume and other odours as such. So far I've not really smelt anything, and I've not felt anything. Is there anybody here in this room with me tonight? If there is, please let yourself be known to me. My name's Stuart. I don't know what your name is, but if you'd like to tell me your name, please feel free and do so. Right. Now, as soon as I said, was there anybody here, I actually heard two tapping noises. If that was you making that tapping noise, could you please do it again so I know I wasn't hearing things? There we go. Okay. If that was you, can you please make that sound again? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It may not seem much, but actually being here on my own, oh, fuck, it's absolutely scary. I'm absolutely shitting my pants now.
What was recorded on tape here was one of the eeriest responses we have witnessed on Most Haunted. This inexplicable sound was a very peculiar and confounded any reasonable explanation. As Stuart made a quick exit, Carl was beginning his vigil in the south of the building. Would he experience anything that would confirm some form of spirit communication?
I'm in what used to be the oak panelled room that's now just a beautiful ceiling, as you can see above me, and nothing but brick walls. There's something that's very scary about it, which is a little bit off-putting, I suppose. Is there anybody here in this room with me? Shit. Shit. Is there anyone over there by the fireplace that wants to make themselves known to me?